Hello, good morning, happy Monday. It's afternoon. It is 12:21 and it's crazy. I do cleansings. I do cleansings all the time. I do return of senders all the time. I burn ancestor money. It's a spiritual thing. It's for you to be connected with your ancestors. Everybody has an ancestor. All of us. Everybody has ancestors. You have an ancestor. It doesn't matter where you come from, what part of the world you come from. Ancestor money is made in China, mass produced in China, manufactured, this distributed all over the world. China makes it. It's a tradition in China to burn ancestor money and honor your ancestors. It's a Chinese thing. Yes. Dia de los Muertos. Dia de los Muertos is a party. It's a party. Halloween is a party for your ancestors. You celebrate their life. It's like you're not sad because they passed away. It's like, you celebrate their life. It's like you love them. You love them. I burn the money for the purpose of giving to the ancestors so that the ancestors can have a better life in the afterlife. I'm just a YouTuber. So, and then it's a Chinese tradition. I'm not Chinese. I'm not Chinese. For you to find out more about ancestor money, I would say go on the Amazon website and in the search bar, in the Amazon search bar, put in ancestor money and just search it up. And you're going to see all different kinds of ancestor money and read the product description. It's just going to tell you like what it's for, because a lot of people don't know what it's for, and then you hear me talking about it, you see me burning it because I burn it. I burn it for the purpose of honoring the ancestors. It's just saying thank you to the ancestors. I burn the money for spiritual protection from the ancestors. The ancestors are there for you. They love you. They want to protect you. And okay, I paused there because it was like so much New York City noise, and I'm trying but you're always gonna hear the noise. I am in New York City. I am in the Bronx, in the South Bronx, and I always talk about ancestor money. It is a Chinese tradition. It comes from China, made in China. Everything is done in China, you know. And the only way for you to know about it, like I do different things. I like different things, and I wanted to look up the emperor. These are emperor bills. Emperor bills. They come in stacks. I don't burn a whole batch like that. I make little stacks. I make little stacks, and then I just burn them as I go. I burn them little by little. Like that's my stack to burn. I sit here and I just do that. But if you want to know something and it's new to you, don't be ignorant to it. It's like look it up for yourself. And the emperor is the jade emperor. Look up the jade emperor. The emperor is going to give you information. Ancestor money is going to tell you what is the purpose of ancestor money, like why should I do this, or why I got. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to do it. You don't want to do it. You don't have to. You don't have to. It's something to do to honor your ancestors. It's a tradition. It's something that has been going on for hundreds of years. And I found it. I was advised, oh, you should burn some ancestor money. Somebody told me, burn ancestor money. Why? And then I just started looking it up on my own. And I was like, oh, it's a good thing. It's the ancestors want to help you. If I'm being spiritually attacked, I don't have anyone. No one is with me, but the ancestors are with me. I burn that money all the time. I burn it all the time for the ancestors. It's just thanking them for being with me, loving me, protecting me, watching over me, and not letting none of this energy affect my life. I'm still here. I'm still alive. And the ancestors are strong. They are strong because I honor them. I do things for them. I love them. Like I do whatever I have to do for the ancestors. I love the ancestors. I'm like, I want them with me. I want their spirits with me, looking out for me, protecting me, and they do everything for me. Why? Because I'm burning ancestor money. What is ancestor money? Ancestor money is giving the ancestors a better life in the afterlife. They need money. They need money in the after. Like, it doesn't make sense to burn real money because we need real money. So then you just burn it for them. The money is in big denominations because the value of money is different in the spirit realm. You know, I just wanted to talk about the ancestor money because it's just gonna help you. I do the tea lights, the return of senders. Return of senders is to return the negative energy. I was burning ancestor money before I even started doing the return of senders, and I was burning ancestor money for the purpose of, like, for protection for myself. But then I started doing the return of senders too. I ran out of tea lights. I got to get some tea lights. So I'm going to do a glass encased candle. But what is good is that it went through. It burnt through completely. Because if you watched the channel, it was residue in there, and then I had to add cotton in there to force it to go out. And I'm like, it's because it's energy. They're doing things. They don't want me to do return of sunders. I have to keep going, because when it burns clear, I know things are good. When it's not clear, yeah, there's a problem. Houston, we have a problem. What happened? I take showers with salt every day. The salt, it removes negative energy. It's energy. You're not gonna see it. You cannot prove it. You're never gonna know. You're never gonna know. You'll just be going through things and you don't know why. And it's okay. It's okay. Salt removes the negative energy. It just removes it from you, removes it from your body. I do candle work because it's a part of my life. It is my daily routine to light a candle. Like, I light candles every day. Every day I'm doing candle work. It helps me. I do return to senders is to remove the spell work. The spell work. They're doing stuff. So I like to do the return of senders because the return of senders returns the energy back to whoever sent it out. Nothing ever happens to me. I could come on here every day. I could talk about the same things. I could do the same things every day. I do the same thing. I do tea lights every day. I talk about the courthouse. I talk about ancestor money. I talk about the same thing every day. So I'm just waiting for change because things have to change. And I pray. I pray when all else fails. It's like, I'm not going to be like them. I'm not going to do a death spell. I'm not going to do chaos magic. I'm not going to do beauty spells on these people because it's like, those are curses. When you sit there and you do stuff like that, you do anything against anyone, it is a curse. It usually backfires and then it's going to affect your life. It's going to make you look worse. It's going to bring chaos into your own life. It's going to make the struggle worse. Like, if it's bad, it's going to make it worse. And you want to sit there, you want to keep doing it. And then life is hard already. And then you're going to do more stuff and curse your life and make it worse. I'm not going to do it. I am not going to be like them, So I'll cleanse, I'll pray, and I'll light my candles and I'll burn ancestor money because I'm not hurting anyone. That's just something that I do for myself, for self gratification for myself. I'm happy to do things for the ancestors. That brings me joy. That's satisfaction for my life. You can do a return of sender. You can use any kind of candle. I'm going to use the glass encased candles because I ran out of tea lights. So the thing with this is that it takes like 3 to 5 days to go out. That's the problem with these. That's why I use the tea lights, because they burn out fast and I can watch them. I can monitor them. And and I see how it's going. I see the activity. Let me show you one that I have in my room. It didn't go out. It didn't go out. Let me show you. So I got the candles that was in my room, but this is what I do. I always burn candles. This one, it went through okay. I guess it was okay, right? I didn't have to add anything to it. It went through okay. I'm like, okay, that one, this one was the Santa Muerte altar. So Santa Muerte is for evil. She is for evil. She puts destruction. She brings death to anything, any evil. She brings endings to it, permanent endings. And it's like, I don't know why people play games. Like they want to fuck with me, and then they think that I don't know. And it's like, you don't know what I do in my house. You don't know. I come online, and it's just to talk about it. This one was on my Oshun altar, but you see, it didn't go out. It didn't go out. And then it's cloudy, so then I'm gonna have to enforce it to go out. I'm gonna have to add the cotton, and I'm gonna have to do stuff, and you know, that's why I don't like doing these. But I do it for the big altars because I like a candle on the big altar because it is for the saint, for the Orisha. Like Santa Muerte is a saint. Santa Muerte, like this is Santa Muerte. So she looks like a skeleton, but she's a saint. She's good. She's for good things. She's to protect you from evil. Oshun, I've had Oshun, I think since I was like 18. Yeah, I had her since I was little. Like, and I've always had her. I've always kept her. I've always honored her. I always light a candle for Oshun. Oshun is for the goddess of love, of beauty, of fertility. She's everything of a woman. There's a dark side of Oshun. Like, she did the mortar and pestle. She grind the herbs. Like she was into nature. Like everything that she does, I do. But it's those are the only two deities, the only two no orishas. But Santa Muerte is not an orisha. Oshun is an orisha. Santa Muerte is a saint, but they don't want to acknowledge her as a saint. But she is a saint, and she's popular in Mexico. So Santa Muerte is popular in Mexico, and people don't want to acknowledge her, and they think she's bad because bad people use her, but they use her for protection because everybody's trying to come and get the bad people. And it's like they're not bad. They're not bad. And everybody's coming for them, and they're not always bad. People have Santa Muerte tattoos on them, and I keep her altar. I love her. I love Santa Muerte. I always wanted like a big, like a 6-foot statue of Santa Muerte. Like I just she looks scary to some people, but I think she's beautiful and she's good. I'm talking about my spiritual things. That's my altar. I'll do this when I get off of the camera. But with this one, I'm gonna do it as a return asunder. It is a return asunder. You just carve in it, return asunder. So you write those 3 words, return to sunder, and yeah, and then that's it. The thing with the big candles is like return. Yeah, it's hard. Like I think it's harder for me because it's like this big candle, and then it's like, and then my hands are big, and then I gotta sit here, and I just think it's like too little. That's why I use the tea lights because is or that it's more open, so then my hand is not like trying to fit in here. What I did, sunder. I don't know. It's uncomfortable for me to do it. That's why I don't like to do return to senders as the glass encased candles. So all I did, you can't even see it, but all I did was I just carved in it, return to sender. So is return to sender. I know my handwriting is not the best. I know, but and then I put like this is so that the oil can get through it, you know. And I add the black salt on there. The black salt is for the purpose of eliminating the evil. This candle is going to go out. This candle, I use it for, I'm going to use it for this table as a return asunder, just to return this energy. back because I ran out of tea lights. So I'll keep. So you'll see it. Like we'll just be monitoring it here, and I add the black salt. The black salt is to eliminate, to burnish, to burn, to banish, to get rid of the negative energy. It's like, get out of here. I don't know why people come for me. It's like I know what I'm doing. Like this is all I do. I don't do nothing else. I don't do nothing else. All I do is spiritual shit all the time, every day. I get so excited. I get happy when I get to do stuff, and people want to come for me. I'm like, yo, you don't want to come for me, but they want to come for me. I just let them. It's exciting. It's exciting when the return ascenders are working and the energy goes back to the enemy and then bad stuff starts happening to them. Like I get I get so excited. I get so happy. And they be like, why the fuck you happy? There's something such and such is going through something or somebody passed away and I'm happy. And they don't understand like why I'm happy. Like I'm happy because they doing stuff and the return ascenders are working and now all this bad stuff is happening to them and I'm happy that bad stuff is happening to them and they're like, oh, that's fucked up of you and you shouldn't be like that. I'm like, oh, I don't know how else to be. 'Cause I know what I'm doing. I'm returning the energy. When the energy goes back, I laugh. I laugh when people going through things. I fucking laugh at this shit because I'm like, oh, they wanted something to happen to me. Nothing happens to me. Nothing happens. And then when I start doing my shit and then the energy goes back, then they get scared. I'm like, what you scared of? Like you wanted to play with me. So then now I'm just defending myself, cleansing my energy, and then they mad. And then they mad and they scared. And I'm like, but that's your own energy. Your own energy is coming back to you. There's nothing to be afraid of. Like, what did you do? Did you do something evil? And that's why you scared now? That's not my problem. That's not my problem. So I laugh when they going through stuff. I fucking laugh. I'm like, oh, like they was really trying to hurt me. I'm like, wow, like okay. Return to sender. Return to senders are effective. Return to senders do the job. Do the job. Return to senders returns that same energy back to whoever put it out. That's all that happens. The energy comes back to them. They get scared. Stuff starts happening. That's not my problem. That's not my problem. What happens to these people? They want to sit here and they want to play with me. And I'm like, do you know what I do every day? Like, do you even know? They don't know. They don't know. They just gotta, wait for it to come back. It's lit. It's gonna go out. This one, I'm gonna leave it on this table so we can see. So we can see how it's going, how it's burning. It's different from the tea lights. It just takes longer to go out. So we're gonna see like how it goes out and stuff every day. I'm going here every day and I'm gonna show you and I'm gonna enforce this one to go out. It's just gonna take me time, to get the cotton ball and it's gonna take time to do that. But I'm gonna do it because I need it to go out. When it goes out, it's just returning that same energy. That's all that's happening is that same energy. It just goes back. It goes back to whoever did it. I'm gonna try not to laugh. Okay, I won't. I won't laugh. I won't be no kind of way. But it is satisfying. I'm just happy. The return ascenders are effective. They are effective, and it's working. It's working because they're going through things. That's how I know it's working because y'all doing stuff and then the energy goes back to you. Now you all fucked up and you crying and you upset and and then they're scared. And I'm like, that's not my problem. That's my problem. Leave with love. Bye.